So in this lesson, we are going to explore the dashboard. Now we have to understand that Canva dashboard is something that we have to master in order to design amazing graphics. Okay. It's like if you want to get your basics clear, you have to go through the dashboard, and there are just so many things that it might be a little overwhelming when you look at it at the first time, but don't worry, it's quite simple. The trick is the more you practice, the better you become at finding new things and trying new styles. Okay, so that's what you need to go ahead and focus on. And right now, I am going to help you with this particular problem of yours, that how to get started with Canva, and I'll take you through the dashboard. Okay, so first of all, when you log into Canva, when you create an account and log into Canva, you will get on the home page. So here I am basically just writing canva.com. Okay, so once you have logged in, you will come to this particular page. All right. Now it might look different for different people. So for instance, because I have been working on this account, you will see that there are a lot of client related work or my own graphics here as well. Okay, but when you are getting started, it might be completely blank. So no worries. Now let's go through the left hand side panel over here. This first thing is the home page. Okay, so you will come to the home page and you can press it again so you can unhide the left hand side corner. This is create option. Now create means what? Here you will be able to select the size of your graphics, whatever size ratio you want. Everything is available here. For example, if you want to create a presentation, then it will ask you that which size ratio you want to go for. So would you like to go for 1920 into 1080, or you want to go for 1024 into 768, which is a 4:3 ratio. So depending on your requirement, you can go and select a size from here. So this is a constant issue because people find it very difficult to figure out that, okay, what size you need to post on Facebook and what size you need to post on LinkedIn. So you just come here and you select, because time to time, whenever there is an update, Canva also updates its size ratio. Okay, so I think you can trust this one. For example, if you want to create a LinkedIn article cover, okay, or a LinkedIn background photo, okay, you just need to click on this and you will get the exact size. You just need to design that. Okay, so this is why you can go to the create option and you can see all those things. So once you have gone through the photo editor, videos, like these are all templates which are available up until websites. Okay, websites also, you have different kinds of websites available. Next thing is custom size. Custom size means when you want to design a graphic of a specific size. So for example, the client sometimes tells you that, okay, you have to design this graphic and this is the size ratio I want it in. So you can either create it in pixels, like you can decide the numbers in pixels, inches, millimeter, or centimeter. Okay, now depending on how exactly have they given you the information, based on that you can select any of the units. Now for example, a lot of students actually question this, that somebody has told them that you need to design a graphic of 2 feet by 3 feet. Okay, and feet is not here, so what should we do? You simply go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT that I have gotten this instruction. Can you tell me that what centimeter or how much pixel should I enter into Canva to design this graphic? And it will guide you. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's just that you have to figure out that what exactly should be the number. Now the next one is upload. Now this upload you will find everywhere. Okay, you will find inside the dashboard also. Once we get in, you will be able to see. So pretty much everywhere uploads is used, and it's very important because whatever templates are available, these are all created by different people. Okay, they are not created for just you. It's created in general. But if you want any specific graphic, any specific picture, video, anything to be uploaded onto Canva, you have to come here. Okay, so from here you can upload files, which covers MP3 files, that's audio. You can upload photos, you can upload videos also. If you want, you can upload the whole folder as well. Like, if there are a lot of photos or videos in a specific folder, you can upload the folder as well. All right. Then comes more. More means if there is anything which does not come under this particular section, that shows under more. So these are pretty much templates. For example, you have phone wallpaper. Okay, now this is very trending because everybody nowadays have a phone and they need to have a wallpaper. It can be either of their own, image, or their family photo, or something that they love. So based on that, let's say if you get into this, okay, you just click on it, a design will open, and here you will be able to see a lot of templates which are available for a phone wallpaper. Let's check it out. So you just click on templates and you will find this section. See, there are so many which are available. So if you like anything from here, you can go ahead and try it out. Okay, it's really interesting because previously Canva had very limited, like when I started, it did not have so many bifurcations, but now it's so cool that there are so many different things that they are offering templates for. That's really nice. Next, we have projects. So projects basically will show all the projects that I have worked on or I have created. Okay, so here you will see that there are certain folders also. Folders means for each of the category that you're designing graphics for, you can create a folder because it's just easier to access. Let's say if I'm designing PPT for Canva, okay, for my Canva course or for my AI course, for my SMM course, I will just create a folder and I'll keep everything inside that folder, all the designs which are associated with that topic. For example, if I'm designing my content for Will Smith, so for Will Smith, I'll just create a folder. It's pretty easy. You come here to this plus icon, you click on new folder, and you write Will Smith, and then in brackets, I will write client. Okay, that's it. And create. So now what happens? This will appear over here. Okay, this particular content will appear over here, and here you will be able to add all the designs in this particular folder. All right. Now, when it comes to other than design part, when it comes to any other kind of content like some templates or something, there also you can use the folder information. Otherwise, all the designs will show up here. All right. Next is projects. Now, projects means what? Okay, projects is already done. Templates. Templates is what? The same thing that we saw in the create section. Here also you will find similar kind of information. So whatever you need, based on that, you need to click on that. There are tons of options available. Let's say you want to create a logo. You click on this and you will get so many options for a logo. Now understand one thing. Here, majorly, there are two kinds of bifurcation. One is Canva free, another one is Canva Pro. Now, if it's free, it will show there is no crown over here. Okay, if there's no crown, it means it's a free design. You can use it and you don't need to worry about downloading it. There will be no watermark. You'll be easily able to download it. But if it has a crown, it means it's a pro. See here it shows this is a premium templates. It's included only in Canva. Like here I have a Teams plan, so it's saying that it is available. But for people who don't have Canva Pro option, it will show that this is premium. It's only available for Canva Pro people. Okay, so be careful when you are designing. If you don't have Canva Pro option, use something which has no crown in it. Okay, now here also you will be able to see that you just select any one of the designs. Let's say if I want to go for the free version, I will choose, let's say, this one. Okay, pretty simple but classic. So for example, I want to design it for Ranjit Raj. So what will I do? I'll just select this and I'll write R. Okay, and this will become R. There is a dot here as well. So if I want, I can add the dot here to continue the design. Or if you want, you can delete it. But right now I'm just using it. I'll call it Ranjit Raj. Okay. Now I'll just make sure that it is arranged in a way that it's aligned properly. So that means maybe I need to increase the letter space a little bit. I'll do that and we are done. So in this way, we have our logo ready. Let me just place it properly and we are done. So just imagine if I can use this thing on my graphics and everything. All right. So my logo is ready. It's that simple. Now, when you are designing, you will come across several kinds of requests. Now, based on whatever you are, designing, you can search for it. If it's not there, you ask me, I'll help you with that. But normally, I think almost everything is available here that needs to be designed for your social media or for your clients. Next, after that, you have brand. So this is the brand kit that needs to be updated. Here, because I have Canva Pro account, I have multiple brand kits, but if you have Canva free account, then you can only set up the 3 brand colors. That's it. But that's more than enough. When you are starting off, if you can just update those 3 colors, that'll be good to go. So let me show you. For example, let's say this is your brand palette. Okay. Now, even though I have Canva Pro account, but my suggestion would be that you just worry about the colors. Okay, just update the colors and you'll be good to go. Okay, logo also, if you have a logo, of course, you can upload the logo so that it's easier to access. But if you don't have it, just make sure that you upload the colors. How do you do it? You just come here. So basically, you go to brands. Here, I have multiple, but you will have just one if you have Canva free option. You go to colors and here you need to update the colors. So for example, let's say these 3 are not here. Let's just assume these 3 are not here. So first one I added, I'll write 000000. Okay, so my first color is done. Okay, next is, oops, what's happening? Oh, I have to rename it. So I'll call it black. Okay, like that. Now, here it shows that it's already there. That's why it's not taking, but that's okay. If it's not there, let's say I want to add this. So it's pretty easy. You just need to write the hex code. For example, I'm writing, okay, let's say this is the color I want to add. I will just go ahead and get it added. That's it. So I have, if I want to delete, I can delete these because these are my brand colors. So I'm just going to use that. Okay, that's it. Although you can update fonts, so what fonts you have, you can update your brand voice, you can update your photo. If you have any pictures, any graphics, any icons, any charts that you want handy, you can upload it. Of course, most of them are pro features, but I think if you just update the 3 colors, you are good to go. Then comes the print shop. In the print shop, you will be able to easily, get things printed and delivered to your house. In India, also, they have collaborated with certain printing, companies. And now it's so easy, so cool that if you design something on Canva from this particular website itself, you can get it sent over to your house. Okay, so you can use print shop from here if you want. Then creator, if you are a creator, then this is there. So don't worry about it. Its approval is also related to that. Then if you check this particular section, it will have your DP. So here you will see that there are a lot of options again. This is your account. So you will just see your account details. This is settings. Theme, you can change whether you need a light theme, dark theme. So this is pretty nice, but most of the people go for the light theme. That's why I have switched it back to the light theme so that people can see it because I'm recording this video. And then you have the other resources. You can check it out at your own sweet time. Now, coming to the design part, what exactly are we going to check? So, for instance, I want to check a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, what do? We come to templates and we just search for YouTube thumbnail. And you will see there are so many designs popping up over here. Okay, look at that. And you know the best part? These are free. Can you see this? from 0 to 10K users. This is such a quirky, such a good looking thumbnail, and it's free. This one is also available for free. Okay, so just see, if you like something, you click on this, is also available for free. This is also free. So when you like something, you click on it, and you will be able to see that there are more designs, like more suggestions you will be getting. For instance, let's say it's a 3D one. I really like it. I'll click on this. Okay. And now it will start showing me more such options. See, this is quite similar to this. This is also quite similar to this. Okay. It will start suggesting more and more designs to you. So whenever you are here, for example, let's say I like this one. I'll click on it, and this particular design will open. I'll click on customize design. So whichever template you like for whatever content piece, like right now I have selected YouTube thumbnail, so that's why this is opening up. Okay, now how do I make changes to this particular design? So that's something that we will go ahead and we will understand. So for example, I have a different color code, all right? So this color that you can see over here, the orange color, this is not my color. So what will I do? I'll just make a copy of it because I want to show you the comparison. And let's say this girl here is holding cash. I don't want that. So I want a different photo. What do I do? Here, I can't see any folder with the name photos. I'll click on apps. I will just scroll down and I will find something called photos. Can you see that? You just click on it. The moment you click on it, it gets added to the section, the sidebar. Okay, so now you have access to photos. I'll do one more thing. I will add videos from the same place also, so that just in case I need videos anytime sooner, I can go ahead and utilize it. Okay, now going back to photos, what were we doing? I'll just go and search for woman wearing glasses. Okay. Not actually glasses, sunglasses. Okay. Let's say I like this girl right here. Okay. So I will remove the background. If you see this, you click on this and the background gets removed. I will delete this girl's image. Okay. And I will just place this girl's image over here. Increase the size. And instead of passive income, let's say she's talking about fashion model. Okay. And her brand color, let's say her brand color is our brand color. So what do we do? Remember, I asked you to update the colors. Now I will show you that how easily you can change the colors. You go to brand, okay, and just see that where is your color. So if you see colors, you will see your color is already here. You just need to click. And the moment you do that, you will see that the entire design has changed. Let me duplicate again. And this is the black version. Again, if I click, it gives me a white version also, like a light color version. So let's try again if I can get a red. Oh, yes. So just by one click, it actually helped me generate 3 different design in literally less than 30 seconds. How cool is that? So this is only possible when you update your color codes over here. If you have free account, you can only update one. But because I have pro account, just like that, you can add multiple color codes. Okay. So I have created an account with the name Ranjit Raj where I keep all the client related, color codes. So I'll show you one. If I duplicate it, and for this one, if I want to change the colors, I'll click on see all and just see so many colors are here. Okay, let's try a quirky one. So look at this color. Is it? Oh, it's changing here. Okay, look at that. So I'll keep on clicking and see it has changed over here. Now let's try it again. If I just select the window, I'm trying to see if it changes the background color or not. Oh yes, it is changing. Can you see that? Let me try with this. It's not taking the background, so you can do it manually, but for other colors, it is taking the background color as well. Maybe it's not supporting, but see, very nice, very cool. So you just have to come here and you have to check, and maybe there is a color option that's really nice that you can save for yourself. Okay, how cool does that look? And it literally took us less than 2 minutes to create this design. Okay, from this to this. Now, this is why it is important for you to know how the dashboard looks like. Now, let's go one by one from the left hand side section. Let me just open a fresh page. Okay, this I will change the color to white. Now, when we check out the left hand side panel, here is something called templates. Now, what is templates? If we are working on a YouTube thumbnail, all the related content, like anything which can be a YouTube thumbnail, is here. Okay, if you like something, you can use it. For example, I like this, so I can just use it. It says economic podcast, what is the real goal? And if I want to make changes, everything is editable. Okay, so let's say, what are your thoughts? Okay, maybe make it a little smaller so that it fits, and that's it. Okay, you can just place it accordingly and you are good to go. So this is how easy it is to find templates. You can write also. Let's say you want something which is a bakery related theme. Okay, so everything that's related to bakery, you will be able to see the kind of designs over here. Okay, let me add a new image, actually a new slide. Okay, so I just select delicious cookies. If you want to make some changes to it, change the color, change the cookies, you don't like the placement, okay? You want to place the chocolate cookies here and this one goes here. You can do that, totally do that. Okay, so that's how, or maybe, you like the fact that there must be a cookie in place of these two. So what do we do? I'll just take this one maybe because it's lighter and it'll look nice because the outline is dark. So I'll make it smaller and I will place it here on top of this, maybe like this. Okay, just place it accordingly, nicely, and I'll duplicate and I'll place the other one over here. How cute does that look, guys? So this is how creatively you can create your designs. Okay, now I just showed you the template section. Now, one thing is, the next one is elements. So for elements, you can come here and you can find a lot of elements which are available. For example, you will be able to see all the kinds of shapes. Now, these shapes are, you can change the colors of it. You can add border to it. So if you want, you can change the color to any color. Okay, then you can add borders to it as well. So this is for borders, you can add border to it. All right, or you can add gradient color to these boxes as well, or any kinds of shapes you can change the color. You can add gradient color as well. How do we do that? You click on the color, then you will see something like a gradient over here. You click on gradient and then select the second color. Let's say if I want to select yellow, I'll bring my cursor here and I will select that yellow color. That's it. I'm done. Okay, you can select the design from here, like the combination that you like. So that's shape for you. There are a lots of shape. Then you have different kinds of graphics, photos. Photos, videos are the same one. Other than that, you have frames. So in frames, you can add photos or videos. They are really cool. For example, you have this, and if you want to upload any picture of yours, you go to upload. Remember, I told you that you will find this everywhere. So you just click on upload files. When you do that, you will be able to select any photo from here. Let's say I want to select this photo. Okay, or let me select this photo. Okay, so it got uploaded. I'll just drag and drop in this particular circle. Okay, so it automatically takes the shape of the circle You can double click and then you can adjust your picture the way you want. If you want it to be at the center like this, you can keep it this way. Okay. If you want to add a border to it, you can go ahead and add a border to it like this. So there are a lot of elements actually which are available over here, and they are amazing. Like there is something called grids, then you have 3D model. So how to use a 3D model? Let me quickly show you. One more thing, I have made a detailed video on how to use elements, so you can check it out. But right now, let me quickly show you. For example, you have this panda. Okay, you click on it. This is actually 3D. So you click here and then you can move it the way you want it to be. Like let's say you want it to look like this, or you want it to be here. Okay, like this. You can place it like that. All right. Same goes for any kind of the letters or any kind of elements here. These are all 3D. These are all movable. Okay, so that's super cool. So you can check out the elements at your own sweet time, and it's just so cool that there are so many things that you can explore over here. Okay, next we come to text. Now, when we come to the text part of it, you will see that there is something called add a text box. This is pretty easy. You click on it, a text box is added. Now you can write your text over here. The shortcut for text is T. Okay, quite evident. But when you type T, you will automatically get a text box like this. So either you do that, or whenever you are designing, you need text, you just click T and text box will appear. Now, while I'm here, let me quickly show you that how you can use this particular text option. Okay, let's say you want to change the text to Ranjit Raj. You will write Ranjeetraj. Okay, now I don't like the font. Maybe I want to change the font. What do? I click on this Anton. Okay, I click here, and then you will be able to see there are so many fonts here. Now, depending on which font do you like, you can go ahead. Okay, 1 second. So let me just add this font. Or let me search for Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat family is really famous. So here there are family means there will be all kinds of fonts of the same style. So this is thin, extra thin, light, regular, medium, semi-bold. I think I'll go with the semi-bold one and I'll write Ranjit Raj. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Now, when I have the font, you select the font. You will see that this is the name of the font. I'm okay with that. Now I will increase the size or decrease the size. All right. If you want it to be increased like this, you can also expand it from both sections. Okay, that also works. Now, based on the text, I see that it's pretty light. So I want to make it darker. What do? I'll just go ahead and I will click on B. Okay, so it'll make it bold. Now, if I want to make it italics, what do? I'll just go ahead and click on. So this is what I have. I'll go ahead and click on I. It'll make it tilted. Okay, that's italics. I'll switch it back. Then if you want to underline, you can add underline. If you want to strike it off, like a lot of people, have you seen? So rupees, they will write rupees 1999. Okay, they strike it off. And then the next slide, they add rupees 499. 499. Okay, so this one, I will remove the strike. So what happens is sometimes you must have seen that people use this technique to sell their product, that it was available for like the original price is 1,999 and now we are giving it for a discount for 499. So this is where you can use this option. Okay, so Control C and Control V is the same thing, guys. So Control C means copy. So let's say if I want to copy this, I'll just click on Control C, Control V, and a new one will be added. If you don't like it, go and do Control Z. Okay, you will go back to what it was. So it was Ranjit Raj, I came back to that. Now there is one more option called uppercase. When you click on that, your text will become capital letters. And then if you click on this again, it will be switched back to whatever you had. Okay. Then comes left alignment. This is alignment, left, right, and center alignment. Depending on whatever you are designing, you can select whether you would like to go for left alignment, center alignment, or right alignment. Whenever in doubt, go for left alignment. Okay. When you think that things are confusing, you go with left alignment because we read from left to right. Okay. Then comes pointers. Now, what are pointers? For that, I have to have certain names, right? A list of names. So I have Ranjit, Raj, I have Prem, I have Rahul. So these are all names that I have arranged in a specific design. Okay, I mean, in a specific manner. Now, what if I want them to have bullet points added? So click on this and you will see that bullet points are added. If you think that no, I don't want bullet points, they're not looking nice, I would like numbers, you click again and it will change to numbers. But then you feel no, I don't want anything, I just want the names. You click again and it'll switch back to normal. So look carefully, you have bullet points, you have numbers, and then you have nothing. Okay, so I'll just go with maybe bullet points. I like it the way it looks. Now when I look at this, I just think that there is a lot of space between these names. I don't like this space. Okay. So how do I fix it? There is something called this. This T shape is actually for spacing. Now we have two kinds of spacing. We have letter spacing and line spacing. So from the name itself, you will figure out that letter spacing means the space between two letters and line spacing means the space between two lines. So let me show you. For example, if I go ahead and just select this entire text and I click on this and I increase the letter spacing, can you see what's happening? It is adding more space, but that's not looking good. So I will decrease the space. Again, it's not looking good because I have not left the right amount of space between two alphabets. That's not right. I have to leave that much space so that it is readable. Now, when you look at this, do you think it's readable? Yes. So that's what we need to focus on. Okay. Same goes for line spacing. It shouldn't be too less or it shouldn't be too much. I don't want to go to the next page, right? So you just make sure that it is a good amount that will make my design look good. That's it. Now, if you look, the text and the spacing between the lines and between the letters are good and we are good to go with that. Okay, so this is my text. I'll change it to Ranjit Raj. Okay, and maybe make it a little bigger so that you all can see because I have this video on the corner. So that's why probably it might be not visible, but now I think you'll be able to see it. First of all, I'll change the background color. Effects will look better if there's a darker background. So I'm just thinking, why not use a something like this? Okay. Now, as I have already told you multiple times that when it comes to any kind of graphics or text, you have to use contrasting colors so that it pops out. Now see, this red or this maroon color is actually pretty dark. And that's why when I'm using a darker shade that is black on top of it, it's not looking good. So the very first thing that you need to do is you need to change it to a neutral light color. The moment you do that, you will see that your text is visible. Okay, as you all can see here, the text is visible. You can read it properly, and that is only possible because the color is contrasting. Red contrasts very well with white. Now, what is the next thing? We'll go to effects. So when we go to effects, you will see there are different kind of effects available. Now that's what we are going to experiment today. The very first thing is drop effect. So I'll just expand it a little bit so that you will be able to see the exact effect as it happens. So the first one is drop. When you click on that, you will see that there is a drop shadow which has formed here. So if you want to increase the offset of the shadow, you can increase it. Okay. You can increase the blurriness of the shadow also. You can increase the transparency. See, like this. And if you want to change the direction of the shadow, you can do that as well. So for now, let's say I don't want to be this transparent. I think this much is okay. And that's it. This is my effect number one. That is your drop shadow effect. So I'll place it here and I will make a duplicate and I'll show you the next one so that I'm adding one by one so that you can see the difference. And let me go ahead and turn off the video so that I have the whole screen for myself. Okay, awesome. I'll go to effects. First one is already done. The next one is glow effect. I will click on that and you will see that there is a shadow kind of thing which appears in the background. Can you see that? So if you want, you can change the color of the shadow also. It does not need to be actually, no, you can't change the shadow. No. So for example, if you change the color of the background, then it appears a little different. Okay, but this is the glow effect. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can go with the drop effect. Next, I'll just go ahead and click on effects. And the next one that we have is echo. Echo means repetition, right? When we talk about echo, let me increase the offset so that you can see clearly. Echo means something, your voice or something that repeats itself. So you can see the shadow is also repeating itself. There are two shadows. One is a little darker and then the next one is a little lighter. So this creates a nice depth in your design. And if you want, you can increase the, change the direction of it. So you can change the direction of the shadow, or you can go ahead and increase the offset or decrease the offset. Means how far your shadow falls on the design. Okay. So these are my three effects right now. Let me duplicate the page and I will try more of them. So first, let me just remove the effect and let me apply it to the other two as well. Now let's go ahead and do the next one. Next one is outline. It's pretty simple from the name itself. You can understand that it will add an outline. So you can add the color and you can play around with the like how thick the outline should be. So you can increase the thickness or decrease the thickness. So that's nice. Okay, maybe something like that you can utilize. Next one is after outline, you have background. So this is also pretty easy to understand. If you want to decrease the spread, you can do something like this. If you want to decrease the roundness, you can do something like this. So what I normally prefer is, because it does not leave a lot of space at the beginning and end, I just add a space so that my box looks bigger. I add two spaces. So be slow, otherwise it will take a full stop, and that's it. And now I will make it a little smaller. So see, my text looks nice and I have a nice background also. Sometimes people would like to, they just highlight their designs using this technique. So you can also do something like that. I have seen a lot of Instagram users add this kind of technique in their stories and it looks really nice. So you can also try it out. That is background for you. After that, you have splice effect. Splice means the inside of it and the border will be separated. So now you can separately change the color. So the gray color can be changed to, let's say, yellow. And then if you go to effects, this is your, mm, yeah, so I want to change the border color. Let me see. Okay, this is change. Oh, okay, I got it. So this one right here, this is the yellow color. And this, okay, the one which says text color, it's white. You click on it and you can change it to black. I got confused because earlier this option was also available in this section, but that's okay. We figured it out. Okay, so this is how it looks. Next, let's try it again. First of all, I'll just go ahead and remove the effect and let's apply the same thing on all three. Cool. Next, we have after splice effect, we have hollow. So hollow is also cool. It means that The inside of it will be blank. When you are designing, it actually is pretty interesting. See, this one is overlapping, so maybe I'll just increase the letter spacing a little bit more in this. So I think I'm okay with it right now. If you want to add some thickness to it, or I'll just switch it back to the old style. I liked it better. So if you go to hollow, you increase the thickness of it or you decrease it. So I'll keep it like this. Okay. Next thing is neon. From the name itself, you will understand that it will add a neon shade. So you can increase the glow or decrease the glow. Remember one thing, the white text will not look that good. So what I do is I go ahead and change the color. So if I add yellow, see, a yellow kind of a shade is added. Blue. So try something light. I think yellow looks nice. Then let's try the next effect. It is the last effect. It's called glitch. So from the name itself, you can understand. Let me increase the offset. So here, just like a glitch, you will see two different colors. Okay. You can change the colors of each one of this. So let's say I want to add a yellow color and this one needs to be blue. Okay, so see, this is a border where one side looks different, the other side looks different. Okay, so that is your another effect which is available under this particular font. Now there are certain more things which are nowadays available on Canva, and I would like to show you those things. This one is pretty old also. This one, the shape one, these are new. I will show you them. Show you these. But for now, you can change the shape of your text like this or this. So this is the curvature. You can change it, or if you want, you can keep it simple as well. Okay. But what I was talking about, there are certain shapes which are available here. For example, there is one called neon light. When you click on that, you will see that your text has changed into this style. Okay. How much neon you want? Let's change the background. So based on that, you can, I think if it's a black dark background, it will look better. Yeah. See? So I'll just go to effects and I will increase this intensity. Okay. Next, we have static effect. Okay, the name itself is telling you. So I'll just go ahead. Okay, not the curve, but if I go to the static effect, I cannot change anything here like the thickness and all. So I'm not sure if it looks that good and it's that readable, but still sometimes you get request to write, let's say, error. Okay, so that's readable because we know how error is and the text actually signifies that we are talking about error. Next is 70s. So this is like a vintage style of text. So you can see this one right here. Also, let me not save all of them this time. I will just go ahead and quickly show you. After that, you have sci-fi, which is interesting because it gives you a very nice vibe, like it looks like something coming out of a computer altogether. So if I change the background to black, see, this is how it looks. So that's cool. Okay, you can change the color also if you want, and that's nice. Next, you have Western screen print. So you can explore, okay? You can go and check if I change the background. Oh, wow, nice. So this is called your screen print. Then you have Western, which is all caps. So that's why it's not looking good. But small letter looks nice. Then you have graffiti. So graffiti is interesting, okay? Let's say you have this neon color and this is how it looks like. And the border is green right now. I can change it to black. Okay. So that's cool. After that, you have, let's see. Okay, just a few. Bubble is there. So that's good. The thing is that the colors can be changed from here. Okay. And then you have aerobics. This will look good on black. Then you have arcade. So Mario kind of a style. Then you have cosmic and you have pixel. So this cosmic thing, no, I think if we go ahead and select a darker background, maybe like this, and this is gray right now, isn't it? So what if I choose white? Oh no. Okay. So something like that you can try and explore. Okay, so there are a lot of options actually. Just see whatever suits your requirement, and if you think that okay, this is needed, you can go ahead and try that text effect. I think this is looking nice now. Okay. One more thing, if you go to the text corner, you can see a lot of pre-made text over here. If you like something, you can go ahead and directly utilize it in your design. For example, let's say I like this style. Okay, I'll click on it, and here I have the whole thing available. New product alert. Okay, this is already created. So instead of product, let's say you want to add the text new feature alert. Okay, so you can do that. If you want to change the colors, let's say this is not your color is this, and instead of this, your color is black, you can do that. Okay, here as well. If you think that this needs to be changed, you can change it to your yellow color like that. Okay, this red, you don't like the red, you can change it to black so that it looks together, like it looks like a brand color that you are following. So here I'll change this to white. Okay, so now I like it. So these are the features, different kinds of pre-made text that you can use. And I think it's pretty useful. So go and explore the text effects. Okay, now next thing is that sometimes we come up with some requirements where we have to decrease the transparency of our text. For instance, or anything actually, not just text. So if I go to photos, okay, and let's take this photo. Okay, let's say you are the photographer, you have clicked this picture, and you have a, let me just adjust the picture over here. So you have to add a watermark to your photo. Okay, how do you do that? I'll just click on T to get the text, and I will write by Raj Photography. Or no need to add by, just add Raj Photography. Okay, now because I'm a very fancy photographer, I'll go for a very whimsical font, so some kind of a fancy handwriting font I will try out. You will see here, if you go to the top section, you will get bifurcations. You have handwriting fonts, corporate fonts, display fonts, different kinds of fonts you will find here. I'll just click on handwriting, and from here I'll find something which looks very fancy. So I think this looks okay for to me. Let's go with Amsterdam 2. How's it? We have Brittany. Okay, let's just select any one. Okay, I think this is nice. This is called Brittany. I will decrease the size of it, and I will place it here at the center of the picture. But it's quite readable, right? When you look at this design, this picture, it's quite readable. It's on your face. I don't want that. So what do? I will just go to transparency, and I will decrease the transparency. Can you see that? So now it is visible, but it's not that evident. And that's what I wanted. Same goes for transparency for any kind of picture as well. Let's say I have this picture. I want to add something in the background. Okay. So for instance, I will add grass. Okay. Or not grass. Let's add forest. Okay. I like this one. If you want to send it to the background, you click on this and click on just see replace background. Okay. That's the option. So let me just scroll here. Okay. The problem is that I have my picture here. Okay. Now it's okay. Click on replace background and you will see it is added to the background. But it's too much green. I don't want that. So what will I do? I will just select this particular green color, this forest. I'll go to transparency and I will decrease the transparency. Now look at that. How cool and mysterious does that look? So this is the benefit of having transparency in your design. You can add it to your text, you can add it to your elements, to your photos, videos, anything. Okay, and it just elevates your design. Then comes animation. So animate is when you can animate this particular slide. See, you just select whichever you want. If you download it as a video, or you use it as a file, PPT to display on Canva itself, then it works. Okay, otherwise it will not work. In videos also it will work, but in photos the animation will not work. See, so many options are here. Depending on whatever you like, you can go ahead and you can use animation if it's needed. Mostly it's needed for PPT and presentation. So you can go ahead and try it out. Now comes positioning. Now let's understand what is positioning. So when you look at this particular design, or actually let me create a new design. Okay. Let's use this panda right here. I'll place the panda here. Okay, and I will add a shape. Now to add a shape, you either go to elements and you go to shapes and then you select a square, or shortcut for square is S. Okay, sorry, R. Rectangle or square will be R only. So I'll click on R and I got a rectangle. For circle it is C. Now I will increase the size of this. This I will change the color to pink. Okay, this kind of a pink I will add. Maybe I'll add a gradient of pink and white so that I can make the pink darker. Okay, like this. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can go with this, the side one. And now I want to write something here. But this particular box, let me add a border also. I'm adding a thin border, and I want these to be not that pointed. Can you see that? The edges. So I will just circle it out. I'll go to corners and I will increase the corner rounding. Okay, this much. All right. Now I want to place it here and I want to write something, but it should look like that it's behind the panda. What do? I go to position and I'll click on backward. So when you do that, this layer goes behind the panda layer. Okay, you can do it manually also. So you can just drag and drop it like this if you want to do it manually. Otherwise, you can do it in the arrange section. Okay, now let's say I want to add a text also. So let's take this text cookies. Okay, I want to add this text here. And I don't want this color. Maybe I can go for a charcoal black. So I'll just change the color to a black color. Grayish black maybe. That's it. Okay. Now look at this. I don't want this to be covering my panda's face. So what do? I will select the text. I'll go to position. But if I send this backward, my text will be hidden, right? So what will I do? I will just bring this particular guy to the top of the design. Okay, place it on the top. That's it. And it's sorted. Now you arrange your designs and you're good to go. Now this is what's called your page positioning. Okay, your design positioning. It's very, very important that you position everything properly, because if you just mess around, let's say I want to send this particular guy to back. So it means it goes farthest to the back. Then I have to bring him forward so that I can see the design. Okay, so the more you practice, the better you will become with this. So don't worry about that. The design part is where you actually learn how to play around with the layers. Okay, and gradually it will become very, very easy for you. Okay, so don't worry. Now let's say I have this thing and I want to add this to each of my pages. Okay, so what do? I will select them all and I'll control C. Okay, copy it. And let's say I want to add it here. This is my branding. This is my company's name. I'll just add it here, make it smaller. Oops, 1 second, Control V. I will just try to select this. This is not getting highlighted. Okay, see, this is a problem. Why? Because I want to decrease the size of this guy, but it's not allowing me. So normally there is a blue color that appears, after which I'm able to decrease the design. Okay. But now somehow if I move anything, everything moves. Like if I try to move one of the section, everything is moving. Why is that so? Because when we were designing it, we did not lock the design. So how do we group it? First, we have to select everything and we have to group it. It's called Control G. Okay, when you select, or you can group it from here as well. This is for locking, but for grouping, wait. Yeah, you do Command or Control G and it's locked. And then you will see that it will move all together. All right. Same if you look at any of the design here. For example, look at this one. If you want to group these text, okay, or this lady as well, you click on group. Now everything moves together. But if you click on ungroup, now everything is separate. Okay, look at this. Everything is separate. So that's really nice when you have this option, so that in case you want to use it somewhere, you just have to group and place it anywhere and there will be no changes in your design. Okay. One more thing is locking. Let's say I have this design. I want to change certain things in the background, but I don't want to mess around with the placement of this girl's image. What do? I will just lock it. After that, even if I try to select everything, the girl is right there. It's not changing. Okay. Or, you want to make some changes to the background text. You want to make some changes here and there. Nothing will happen to this girl. If you want to unlock it, click on unlock and it's done. Okay. So this is what you have. One more thing is left. That is this copy style. Let's say you like this font style and you want the same style in your other text. So you click on copy style. You come here and you apply the same style to cookies and see the style has changed. Okay, same thing applies in elements also. Let's say you like this particular one, you copy the style and then you go to this box and click, the box style would change. Okay, so that's the feature that we have here. Now that we are done with everything, we have this share option. In share, you will be able to decide with whom you want to share this particular design if you want it to be edited. So only you have access. So that's the best one. In case you want to share it with your team, you can share whether they could edit, comment, or view the design only. Or if you want to make it a generic link, you can just go to anybody with the link and then decide that anybody can view and copy. Now when you send this link, anybody can see the design. Okay, then there are lots of other options. Right now I think I'll just cover the download part because I thought that it is really important that you understand everything over here properly. So I will create a separate video on this after this as well, but for now the important thing is that how you can download the basic thing. So basically you just go to download, you click over here and you select the page number that you want to download. If you want to select multiple pages, you just select page 1. Let's say I want to download page 8 and page 11. These are the 3 pages I want. So done. How do you want to save it? If you want to save it as a PNG, you can do that. PNG, JPEG, PDF, PDF print, SVG, video, GIF, PPT, whichever option you want, you can save it like that. Let's say I want to save it as a PNG. You can increase the quality also. But again, see, these are all crowns. It means it's only available if you have Pro option. So I'll just leave it as it is and then I'll go ahead and download it. Now what happens is when I do that, I will be able to see that these 3 designs are downloaded. It'll take some time, but it will be downloaded and I will be able to see those designs on my dashboard. Okay, see, just now I got the answer that it's done. I'll click on this and I will get all my 3 images over here. See, this is my image number 1. Remember, we edited this together. Then you have image number 2. This also we did it together. And then we have image number 3. Okay, so that's pretty much it about the dashboard. It's very interesting, guys, when I come to dashboard and every time that I do the dashboard edit, I find it very interesting because things keep on changing. And don't worry, when you are watching this video, maybe some of the features might look different or the placement might be different. But just understand, apply your logic that whatever I have taught you, it will be somewhere there. Okay, so try to look up for that and I'm sure you're going to find it. So I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, you can drop in the comment sections and I would love to help you out. As I want more and more people to learn Canva and to get help with Canva and to be super duper successful using Canva. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.